Everyone remembers their first game. It's either a disaster or something to be proud of. Mine, well, let's talk about Grid Shatter.
My name is Shalom Samson. Welcome to my channel. After seeing how fun indie FPS games were, with the movement mechanic like double jump, slide, dash forward and all that cool stuff, I just thought to myself, this looks fun. It's something I can actually do. That delusion that comes on every starting dev, that make us feel we can make any game just because we feel like it. The delusion that even brought some of us into the industry. Well, I learned the hard way. This wasn't the first project I worked on, but it was the first one I actually finished, and that changed everything. Finishing this game made me believe I can finish any game I started, and that's difficult for an indie developer to say boldly. It gave me a great confidence boost. I pretty much felt invincible. If you don't take anything from this video, take this. Your game doesn't need to be perfect before you are done with it. It's art. You can never really finish art. You can only improve on it. I know we've heard that rule, start small. The rule that we heard firstly when we got into game development early. And I came to realize that rule is very underrated. Quickly, let me explain what Grid Shatter is. Grid Shatter is a fast-paced arcade-style game where you are sent to a facility overrun by cybernetic aliens who have unalived everyone in the station. You are to infiltrate the facility and retrieve a data before the cyborgs do, and you fight them while you're at it. As I earlier said, I had worked on other projects before, but I never really finished them. I kept on starting, getting stuck and moving on. But this time, I pushed through. It was pretty difficult. It felt like there was no end to the development, but I had to pull the brakes on this one. The features I wanted to put in my game at that time were above my current knowledge, and it would take me a long time for me to learn and add them, and I needed something done quick. A portfolio project, or something to prove to myself that I can actually finish a game. My advice: make your scope within what you know, and when you do that, you would find yourself growing at a steady pace. You might be tempted to want to be like other developers and put a groundbreaking mechanic in your game, but that particular dev didn't just learn that overnight. Patience. Here are some of the challenges I faced during the development of Grid Shatter. Tutorial hell, scope creep, code, and game design. I got out of tutorial hell by actually learning, instead of doing back-to-back word for word exactly what was being taught. I also learned that there are many ways to approach a particular problem. So learn what you are being taught instead of trying to do word for word what the developer is teaching. For scope creep, what helped me out of it was frustration. Sometimes bad things are there to help us get better. I got so frustrated trying to put a certain mechanic in my game that I gave up and decided to keep it simple, and I thank God I did that. Keep it as simple as possible. Do what you know. Don't try to go over your head. It will save you a lot of time. Code. Well, I came to realize that I'm pretty terrible at writing code or coming up with code logic, and this is what stopped me from becoming a game developer back in 2019, until I overcame my fear back in 2021, and here I am today. But I got help with code from fellow developers. So I urge you to make friends who are developers like you. Join groups, Discord channels, just to find people in the industry like you, and make them your friends. You will come to need them one day. Finally, game design document. I grossly underestimated the importance of a GDD script, and that is what actually kept me in development hell and also caused scope creep and confusion. So I urge you, have your game design document ready before you even boot your computer, guys. It will save you a lot of work and time. I realized I needed to simplify instead of try to overcomplicate things. I focused on getting it done, but honestly, what drove me to completing Grid Shatter was that I wanted to get a publisher for the game. That's a talk for another video. Seeing my game actually completed and playable, that was unreal, and it taught me a lot. Are you starting out as a game developer? Just make the smallest project and package it. Just make sure it's playable and be satisfied with that. Keep doing this with small games and experience that sense of satisfaction. When you remember you have completed games, you'll truly begin to feel like a game developer. Finally, let me end with this. If you're stuck, as I've said and made emphasis on, just simplify and finish what you started. That's how you grow, on a steady pace. What was your first game like? Or are you still working on it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe and also stick around. I've got more game dev stories and lessons coming soon. Thank you for watching.